Okay, so DXTrade has been a topic of discussion for the last week or so, and that is because most prop firms are pushing DXTrade as their platform to use. Now, for a lot of the international clients, I think we have been given the option for DXTrade or CTrader, but for US clients, I think the only option is DXTrade. And it is because of that that I recently did a video where I did a brief overview of DXTrade, a very brief tutorial, just going over the basics. And the point of this was basically to just show everyone, what the platform looks like, how it works, how it runs, how you can place positions, how you can manage trades. But it was just on a very basic level, just to give an idea of what people are basically to expect. Now, as a result of that video, I actually got a lot of questions. I received a lot of questions about some more in-depth things to do with trade management and placing trades and certain things like EAs, etc. So I thought maybe the best way to do this is just to do another video where I answer all the questions, okay? Now, DXTrade is a fairly simple platform, so there's only so much I can go in depth, but I'm going to do my best to answer all the questions you guys have given and tell you if there's not a way to do it, if there's potentially another way around that. So we're going to look into that. So let's jump over to the browser so we can actually have a look at what's going on. Okay, so here we are on TradingView. We all know TradingView, and I just wanted to show you guys before I actually go on this pretty cool trade. This is the silver bullet yesterday. This was the London kill zone. Great little trade. I actually split my trade into two, and it just missed my second, and I hit my take profit. It was a great trade. Why am I telling you this? Well, TradingView has always been the choice to go to for technical analysis, right? And one of the questions I have been getting a lot is, how do I do my technical analysis in DXTrade? And my answer would be, where were you doing your analysis before? If you were doing your analysis and trading on MT4 and MT5, then that's a valid question. But if before you were doing your analysis in TradingView and then going to MT4, MT5 to place your trades, then don't change anything. The only thing that's going to change is you're just changing where you're placing your trades. DXTrade will just be used as the platform to place your trades and manage your trades. That's it. Do your technical analysis on TradingView. TradingView is a far more in-depth, has so much more options to do your technical analysis. There's far more indicators. You have all your basic indicators, but you have custom indicators that people can create and add to this. Some of them are paid for, some of them are free. But the point is there is so much more that you can do in TradingView that you can in DX. DX is very limited. You only have your basic indicators. There's no custom. So, just keep doing your analysis on TradingView. And if you were doing your analysis on MT5 before, I would suggest moving over to TradingView to do your analysis. I think your best option is to do your analysis, do your technical analysis on TradingView, and then just use DXTrade to place the trades, because I think you're going to just struggle on DXTrade as it is now. They might make improvements, and I hope they do, but that would be my suggestion. So let's jump over to the video. So this is the video, guys, that I did last week where I talked about a DX in brief. And you can see I got a lot of questions. I got a lot of very valid questions where you guys were asking maybe some more in-depth things about DXTrade, how to do certain things. But for the most part, a lot of the questions were actually asking about things that I'd already explained, but it's fine. I don't mind explaining again. Oh, actually, and before I do that, I want to show you quickly how you log in from your prop firm. So let's do that quickly before we do anything else. So here you can see I am on my TFT account, and I've got quite a number of accounts all kind of pending and waiting to be traded. I haven't traded yet because I'm just gonna, get used to it. DXTrade at the moment with these platforms are they're going through a lot of teething issues. So I'm gonna wait a little bit. I would suggest the same. But if you do want to go ahead and trade, I'll show you how to do that. So essentially, once you're in your TFT, I have a 50, a 50, 100, 100. Phase 2 that I've just passed, and there is the funded of the 50. You might be asking, why am I taking so many accounts? Are you crazy? No, I'm not, because I use Titan X and the prop farming blueprint. So I do manual trading, and I also use an EA. I use the incredible Titan X and Titan AC, which has actually just got so much better because we now have the addition of the hedge bot. Now you guys might be saying, what am I talking about? So our EA has been getting people funded left, right, and center. I think we are sitting close to 700 people funded. So it's a ridiculous amount. So our product works, but it's got better now because now we can hedge whatever we're doing against a live account. And I'm not going to go into too much detail, but essentially, whether you win or lose, you don't lose. And what I mean by that is when you are taking a challenge, if you lose the challenge, where you're hedging that to an actual live account that you've put money in, that account will actually make back the fee that you pay to get into that challenge. So if you fail, you make the money back. If you pass, the money you lose in that account, you've actually utilized that to guarantee a funded account. And then you can still do the same on that funded account to get your first payout, get your $500 if it's a 100K account, get it back, and then you still break even. You've got to a funded account without actually losing anything. So it's mind-blowing how good it is. So if this is the first time you're hearing about it, do yourselves a favor, go down to the link in the description where you see the prop farming blueprint link. Go to the website, have a look at that, and if you are interested, contact us and we will get you set up to pass a challenge with no risk. I mean, it's crazy. Anyway, I've completely gone off on a tangent because I'm so excited about it. But anyway, let's talk back about this. So that's why I've got so many, because I'm taking majority of these in on an EA. But at the moment, there is a bit of a problem with TFT. They are not allowing us to do the copy trade. So it is possible. You can copy trade directly from MT5 over to DXTrade. But these guys at the moment are not allowing it. So for the time being, I wouldn't suggest signing up because of that until they sort that out. For US traders in particular, I've actually just double checked with them and they said I can do it on C Trader. So as an international trader, I'm going to move all my accounts over to C Trader so I can continue trading that way. So anyway, let's have a look. Getting into your DXTrade platform is very easy. You would just click on the credentials for one of your accounts. There we go. You get this pop-up. I'm potentially going to blur out some of this information because I don't want you cheeky monkeys copying. Unless you want to make me some money, then copy and go make me money, pass these challenges for me. Anyway, you would click on the web platform over here. This will take you over to the window where you would actually log in. Now I'm already logged in, so it's done that for me. You just get a little pop-up which says account. I think it says the username. And now make sure you copy this here, guys. Right click and copy. If you click copy, that copy button, this is with TFT, I'm not sure about others, it just copies the word DXTrade. So it's got that wrong. So I had to actually copy that, and then you would copy your password, which I'm not going to show you guys. And then you basically would just use those two credentials to get yourself in. Okay, so there we go. We are in. Now, let's go to the questions first, guys. Now, what I am going to be doing is I'm actually going to be using the demo to answer a lot of the questions. The reason being is because there is still a lot of teething issues with the prop firms. Now, from what I've seen, the prop firms seem to have control over how they actually make the DXTrade interface look for you and what is available to you. So I know TFT is keeping some of the functionality away from us. I don't know why they're doing it, and I'm going to be talking about that. But I will talk about how to do it on the demo, and I'll tell you what's different on the TFT, because that's the only account I have on DXTrade at the moment is TFT. I'm not sure about the other accounts. Maybe someone that is using DXTrade on the other accounts can confirm that this is similar, but they seem to be controlling what is actually available. I don't know why they wouldn't just give us access to everything that's on the demo as it is, but they're not. So I hope that will change. So let's go over the questions, guys. The first question is a question I asked and I now know the answer to. So where is the fib tool? So I'm going to show you that right now. So this is the demo, guys. It's very similar, but there is slight differences. But let me just show you quickly where is the fib tool. So if you go to the drawings, I didn't scroll down and that's why I missed it. So it's right over here, fib retracement, easy peasy. You can see it's just your usual fib tool. Now you can change the settings. You click on the little icon there and you can change your settings, change your colors. You can do whatever you want with this tool, make it your own. So that's that easy. It's in the tools. You've just got to find it there, guys. Okay. Next, how do you add stop loss and take profit? So let's go through that quickly. I did actually talk about this on the previous video, but let's just talk about that again. I'm going to do a 0.02 so I can show you guys not only how to put the position in, but also how to manage it. So that's the reason I'm doing that. So let's just place a sell over here, send order. Okay, so we're in that cell right now, guys. There we go. You can hear the sound. We are in the cell. So okay, I'm going to remove this because I actually did that to answer another question. I was testing something, so I will show you that. But for now, let me just remove that. Okay, we are on the 1 hour time frame, so I'm just going to go down to the 5 minute. Okay, so we're in a cell over here, guys. So let's have a look. All right, so that's what you would see. You're in a cell, you've got your position. Now, the first way you can do that, which you can do it on the demo, but you cannot do it on the other account that I have with TFT, and I'll show you that. I'll show you the difference. So you would click on there. You get this add stop loss and add take profit. But now for my DXTrade through the prop firm, I don't have this. It doesn't give me that option. But I'll show you how to do it here, and then I'll show you how you would do it on your prop firm's account. So you just click on add stop loss, and once you've clicked it, it's connected. You just click it again, and then you confirm. Okay, there's your stop loss, and you do the same thing for a take profit. Click on the add take profit. It's basically just, I'm not even touching my mouse. I don't have to hold it down. It's connected to my mouse. And when I click again, it'll place it. Okay, there we go. There's my take profit. So that's one way you would do it. I'm going to close these because if you are on a prop firm like TFT, for example, that it doesn't give you that option. So how then would you place your, just close this. How then would you place your stop and your take profit? Well, you basically go down to the positions. Now, if you don't have positions, if you're just looking at this, you go up to the top here, click and hold, and just drag to the bottom over there. You see you've got the blue dotted lines, let it go, and then you've got your positions. So this is actually telling you what positions you've got open. So you would right click anywhere and you just say modify position, click on the stop loss. And now what you could do is if you do it at price, I'm just going to say up here, 8760 is where I want to put it for now. Okay, so 8760. Modify, and there's my stop loss. I've now placed a stop loss. So that's how you place your stop loss. And we do the same thing, modify position for our take profit. Let's say my take profit is going to be 8520. 8520. There we go. Modify. And there is my take profit. Just like that, that's how you would do it. And then once it's on, you can move it. But again, I don't think it shows these up on the TFT DXTrade, which it just baffles my mind. Why would you not make it simple? Why do you have to make it difficult for us? So if you don't see the stop loss and the take profit, you will see over here where it is. So what you could potentially do is just to make sure that you are aware of where these things are, just take a horizontal ray, find that price and click it so you can see, okay, that's where my stop loss is. And then you do the same thing for the take profit. Okay, you can change the colors, maybe make that red, make that green, so that you have a visual representation of where your stop and take profit is. Okay, that's what I would suggest doing on the TFT account. Like I said, I'm not sure about the others, but that's what I would do. So I'm going to just delete these. So that's that. Now, one of the other questions I want to answer while we actually have this position open is, how to partial close the position. So I want to answer that while we've got this open, because I can actually answer that at the same time. So how do you partial close, guys? You would essentially make sure you have one-click trading off. That is very important. You cannot do the partials while that is on, because every time you click close, it'll automatically close the whole position. So you need to have access to the pop-up, the box that pops up, because that's what gives you that control. So you can click close here, you can right click and say close, or you can click close on the actual position on the chart. So whichever one you do is going to do the same thing. Click that and it brings up this. Remember, as long as you have the one-click trading there. And then you can see lots to close. So now I have control over how much I close. 0.1 of the 0.2. Now, if you have a look at the lot size over here, 0.02, when I close this position, just keep an eye on that. Close. And there we go. You can see I've closed 0.1 and now 0.1 is left on the table. Okay. So at that point, I could maybe move my stop to protect my position. So that's how you would manage your positions. Okay, guys. And then if you want to close out the rest, you would just click on the the close, and then you would make sure that you close out the full position. Now, I could only do 50% there because I only had 0.02. But if I had a full lot there, I could close 70, 50, 55, 60, whatever percentage you would normally close. You can do that. You've just got to calculate what 70% of the lot size that you have open is, or 50%, whatever your percentage, and then the rest would be left on the table. Okay, so that's how you would do that. I've closed the position. Right, so let's go back to the questions, guys. Can you set up a default stop loss amount in percentage pips points? You can do this in pips, but not percentage in points. So you can set up a default so that whenever you place it on the chart, it's always going to have the default so that it's on the chart, and then you can move it. And how do you do this? I will show you right now. So you have to do this from the actual, the watch list. You would find the pair that you want to set it on. So you have to do this for every pair that you want to do it on. You right click and you click this pre-config SLTP, okay? Once you click that, you get a stop loss and a take profit in pips. So I've put 15 and 25. This is for Euro USD. And that's why when I place, so now you'll see if I place a sell, you can see my position, that's set default. It's always going to be the same. So when I place that on the chart, let me close that, you will see that my take profit and my stop loss are there already, and then I can just move them about. Okay, so that's how you would do that. And the cool thing about this is actually I'm going to answer that with another one. So I'm just going to close this. Close. We're going to close the whole position. There we go. Okay, so we are closed, and that answers that question. You can actually turn that sound off, and I want to see where that is done. Play sound on execution. You see that little button there? Right over there. Boom, boom. Now you can also change your theme, guys. You can change to light if you prefer that, and you can change it to that. Okay, so that's how you change the light to dark, and also how you turn the sounds off. I'm going to leave it on just because why not. All right, so let's go to the next one. Can you set up default? Yes, we did do that. Pip range on mouse crosshair left click as on MT4, but cannot find one. So this was actually directly from the comment. So they're saying you can do the pip range if you left click on your mouse and drag on MT4, you actually get a range. So you cannot do it the same way, but there is a way around it. So like you see, if I click and drag my left, it just moves the chart around. So how do I get a pip range? Well, there's actually a tool. So if you go to the drawing tools and you just scroll down until you find this one, price range, click that, and that is essentially how you will get your price range. So from there to there is, it says 0.12, but that is actually 12 pips, okay? So if I were to place a, let's say I were to place a buy stop over here, sorry, a buy limit, my take profit, if I wanted my take profit to be 12, look, I'll show you now. So if I actually click on this, let me just right click on this. So you'll see if I change this to 12 and I edit, it'll place it directly on there. So you can see there, okay, it's slightly lower, but that's 12 pips. And if you're putting that, so that's how you would work out your range. So the 0.5, that's 5 pips, 8. So you're looking at everything after the little dot. That's your pips, okay? So that's how you would work out your pip range. I'm just going to close this. So yes, you can do it, but it's just different to how you would do it on MT5. Okay, so let's go to the next question. How to close partials. I think I already showed you that. We went over that when I just showed you that. How to enable spread line. Unfortunately, you cannot add a spread. You cannot add a line that's showing you the ask and the bid price. So that's unfortunate. Not that I've seen. I've not seen anywhere that I can do that. But if there is a DX Pro out there, DXTrade professional that actually knows a way to do this, please do just pop that in the comments so we can know how to do that. But I have not found anywhere that I can actually get that. I have the current price line, but you'll see whenever you place in a trade, you're actually your spread is going to place you in a different place, and it's nice to always see where that is. So the only way you can see spread is if you go over to the watch list, and if I go to Euro USD, I can see that here I've got the spread is 9.10. So that's my spread over there. So that I think is equivalent to about one pip over there. Okay, so that's how you would see your spread, but it doesn't actually show you on the chart, which is very unfortunate. I wish there was a way to do that. For the time being, I don't know how to do that, but maybe we will get someone commenting and telling us how we can do that. So I don't think you can do that. So you've just got to be aware of what the spread is on the pair you're trading. And like I said, you can get that information from the watch list. Okay, so how do you add EAs to this platform? You don't. That's a simple answer. You don't. You cannot add EAs to this platform. It doesn't have that functionality. You cannot add custom indicators either. From what I've seen. Again, if someone knows different, please do comment. So how do you trade with EAs? The only way you can trade with an EA is by copy trading from MT4 MT5 to DXTrade, which is possible, but some prop firms are not allowing it. So TFT does not allow that. I'm not sure why, because they're the ones that forced us over. So maybe that'll change. They did, however, say that I can use CTrader and do that. So I don't know why on one I can, on the other I can't. So it's weird, because they actually do state that EAs are allowed. So if you are using an EA and you have been using an EA, and that was the reason you signed up and you bought your challenge, but then they take that from you, you know, and they won't give a refund either. So you're left with an account to trade in a way that you don't want to trade. So that's very annoying. But they have said that with CTrader I can. So I'm going to just check into that. But we're not talking about CTrader now. We're talking about DXTrade. But for some prop firms, you can actually use EAs through copy trading. Okay, so be aware that this is possible. You've just got to double check with your prop firm if it is okay. Okay, so the next thing, can you open 2 different DXTrade tabs within 2 different accounts? No, you can't. I tried this. Maybe 2 different prop firms, yes. But what happens is if I go to this, all of my accounts are all over here, guys. So I can access all of my accounts this way. So all my accounts within this prop firm. So I don't think you can have any other prop firms accounts in there. Now you could potentially have the other prop firms DXTrade window open and you'll have access to theirs. But I cannot open, like for example, this account in one tab and this account in another. I tried that, and essentially whichever I change one tab to and I go back to the previous tab, they will all be on the same account. So you cannot have multiple windows open with different accounts. You have to just switch between accounts that way. So just be aware of that as well, okay? Any built-in position size calculator like Trade Assistant? Well, no, like I showed you, the only way that you can do this is through, let me go back to the demo. So the only way you can do some kind of trade management is when we go to, let's say, sell. you have the protection order here. So this is your trade manager right here. And how do you work out your risk? So let's say I want to take a sell from, right, so let's do an order, okay? So let's say I want to take a sell as soon as it breaks the low, right? I want to take a sell there, okay? And I want to check what my stop will be. My stop loss will be up there, so 8710. So 8710. So let's go to price instead of pips. Stop will be 8710. Okay, so if my stop loss is there, I will be risking 0.03 of my balance. Okay, so I know that, okay, if I want to, let's say I want to risk 0.5% of my balance, I would just keep clicking on the lots until I see that go to 0.5. So we keep an eye, there we go, 0.5. So now I know if my stop is up there, I'm placing the order there, I will only lose 0.5%. So that is how you kind of get your risk management through using this protection order. So if I send this order in, there we go, you can see that's my order there, that's my stop loss. And if it comes in, taps me in, and then pushes up and stops me out, I will only lose 0.5% of my my account based on that lot size. So that's how you would use that protection tool as a trade manager, okay? So that's the only way that I have seen how to do that. So it's not necessarily a built-in position size calculator, but you can get your size calculated that way. It's not, you know, instant, but it's not too bad. You know, you can very quickly work out your position that way. So I'll show you guys again. Let me just do that again. So let's say again, I'm going to be taking let's go a bit further down, right? So let's actually go to a different time frame, because that changes it. So let's go to the 30-minute. And I'm going to say, when we break this wick over there, I want to take a sell, okay? When we break this wick, I want to take a sell stop. And I want to look at where my price is. So I want my stop to be above this wick over there, and that is 8762, okay? So we're going to go to price, 8762, 8762. Now, if I'm on 8762, at the current 0.4, I'll be risking 0.71. So if I say, okay, I want to only risk 0.5, I then will just go down with my lots. I go down until I hit that 0.5. There we go. Okay, so sometimes it might not be exact. So there we go. 0.28 is what I need to place that order on to make sure that I'm only losing 0.5. But let's say, okay, I actually want to risk 1%. I want to risk a whole percent. So now I go up. I keep going up until I hit that 1%. There we go. Now I place, and now this is set in place. So if I'm tapped in and I push up, I will only lose 1% of my account. Now you do have to take into account spread and commissions and stuff like that, but you have to check with whichever prop firm you're with what that is. So that is basically how you would manage or have a position size calculator. You just use that tool to your advantage to calculate your size, okay? And make sure you're always risking a similar amount, because you don't want to just go the same lot. I've talked about this a lot. So yes, you can do it. It's not specifically a built-in size calculator, but it works the same, okay? Custom timeframes, no. I have not seen any custom, any ability to change these. So these are the default, but I have not seen anywhere that you can actually set up a 2-minute, a 3-minute, anything between these, which is very strange. I've looked everywhere. So now again, I'm calling on the DX experts out there. If there is a way that you can do this, please do let us know, because I would love to know how to do that if it is possible. Okay, but for now, I've looked everywhere and I can't find how you would actually do that. So last question, how do you switch between two accounts? That's very easy. I've already showed you how to do that. You just click on your drop down, but this is only relevant to the account that you're in, right? Otherwise, if you want to log into a separate prop firm account or a separate account altogether, you would click on these little 3 icons over there. You would log out, and then you would log back in through a different set of login details. So that's that, guys. So that is DXTrade. That is the questions I was given. That is, I hope that's answered all the questions. And you know, like I said, you can't go very much more in depth than that because it is a fairly simple platform. And there are still certain limitations that the prop firms are putting on us because they're not giving us access to everything. So if you are with a prop firm, just keep messaging them and say, hey, why are you not letting me do this? Why? I've used the demo and I know that this is a feature. Can you please just let this feature be accessible to your traders? So I think the more people that comment and the more people that actually push on this, the more likeliness there is of them actually doing some of the things. But for the most part, guys, if you are doing your technical analysis in TradingView and you're just coming over to place your trades, I think it's fairly straightforward. You just do your analysis, figure out what your stop loss and your take profit is going to be. You place your trade and you can manage it as well. So I've shown you how to do that. And I think that's the way to go for now. Because I think until they improve this platform, I wouldn't say you should be doing your technical analysis on here. If it's very simple technical analysis and you are basically just using price action, then fine, you know, do your analysis on here. But I think if you are using indicators and other such things, then I would say TradingView is your place to do that. So that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope it was helpful. I hope it answered the questions that I got from the last one. And that's it from me. Like I said, guys, please do make sure you check out the link in the description to find out more about our EA and the prop farming blueprint and the hedge bot. The hedge bot, huge breakthrough for our community. Kind of zero risk trading. So if that's something you are interested in, and why would you not be, go down and check it out. Now I'm gonna leave this over here because Adam has done an incredible job explaining everything about the hedge bot. Make sure you check out his videos. I'm gonna leave this one right now so you can check that out and get a little bit more information on the incredible hedge bot and how it works. I'm gonna leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching and we'll see you guys in the next video. Happy trading. Bye for now.